G'day everyone, and welcome back to Infinity Horde. Today marks our 5th Horde, and with a half-finished Horde base, the focus for today is all building, assuming that I have enough material. Overnight I've been chopping down as many trees as I can to ensure that I've got enough wood, so let's get back over to the Horde base and see about getting it done. Of course, one thing I've forgotten is whether or not I'm going to have enough pipe bombs. Now, I think the only thing that I'm short on for pipe bombs is fiber, so I'm going to quickly go punch some grass, see if I can get some extra fiber to get a few more pipe bombs ready for tonight. There's the morning, so we're already running a little bit behind schedule, which doesn't bode well for the rest of the day. Let's just get to maybe 100 of these. That'll do us. Just need a little bit of gunpowder and a little bit of the pipes. Short iron pipes, thankfully we've got enough of those. Apparently we need a bit more gunpowder. There we go. Right, that's underway. Pop you back, as well as all of those. Grab back our building material. As you can see, we're getting a little bit light on cobble and concrete as well, so I did make a little bit more over here. I've got as much cement as I can get going over here. Let's see if we can turn some of that straight away over into more cement, concrete mix even. Those back, and let's get on over to the Horde base. So first things first, since we don't want to forget this later tonight, I'm just going to knock out some of this. Just in those areas where they already look like they're trying to get up. Someone's attention. Not sure where from. Deal with that in a bit. There you are. So the main thing I want to do is make it nice and easy for the zombies to get up. So let's put in a ramp, just like we would normally if we were building our own Horde base. And where's our nail gun? Should be in here. Just did that to cobble. That'll allow them to get up there nice and easy. Another one over on this side. I'm not sure if they're going to be in the perfect spots. Actually, that could be one over. Just knock out all three. Put that there, there, and a ramp in the middle. That allows the zombies a nice and easy way up. Now, I'm probably going to put the base facing this way just to look out towards the trader. So I'm not going to finish all of these walls, but I do want to get them just in place. And then I will finish this one since that's going to be the main support. And then the top, just the top level, I'm going to do the full concrete all the way around just because I don't want the zombies taking that out. Okay, now since this is going to be the 3x3 in the middle, what we want, this is going to be the entrance up for the zombies. So this is where they need to fall down, and this is going to be where we overhang the pit to drop our bombs down. So since a normal 3x3 that tries to keep it quite small, but for this one, we don't have to worry about that limitation, so we can go with a little bit of extra space just to keep things nice and sturdy. Nope, that's going to be the, no, that is the drop point there in the middle. And then this is where the zombies are going to jump from there to there. That's going to cause them for the most part to fall straight down, and then we can put just a normal block there to jump over another half plate. Now I just need to level myself up a bit just to make sure that we can build this right. So this is the tricky bit, just to get the pathing correct. Now we want them to then step on top of that one over to this block, that block. We want them to try and get to there and fall down. That block. We want there, and then they can step up on there. Again, if we build the supports up here, they can then jump up on here, and that will give them path over to us. So we've got a nice little entrance for the zombies. They're going to try and jump up here, jump up here. We then need to probably just disconnect this from our base so that there isn't a way for them to get to us. We needed that one. Okay, so that means we need that one there, that one there, one there, which means we've actually made this not quite right, because they won't necessarily see that as a path. It's too high, so let's put another block there, like that. There we go. I think that's a path. Block to block, block to block, and then jump up, and then across to there, there. Whoop. If we don't fall down and kill ourselves, that'd be great. Just need to create a ladder now to get myself out of here. Okay, so that's that. Now to build our section, we just need to go up here. We want to get above where the zombies are, so that they don't see a path to us until we want them to. So then that's going to be at that level. And then we can just build out our path and our dropper. That's where we're going to drop from. And above the front, we're just going to have to close that off with some plate blocks, I think. Just like that. That should give us the full path. Zombies might attack that a little bit, but they'll want to run this way to get to us, and we should be good. From there, it's just going to be building this out high enough. It's going to be a little bit claustrophobic because we don't want to build this too big. Looks like we're going to have to just go a little bit this way just to make it nice and square. So let's start locking this in, and we should be good to go. This extra layer on the back is just to make sure that if the zombies do blow up a little bit downstairs, that we've got a little bit of extra support directly off the ground again. So we'll reinforce all of this. Okay, now I just want to get up on top and see what we've got up here. There's our nice little platform. There's our route out. I think we're looking pretty good. Alright, let's lock in a few more of these then. That's definitely going to allow us to drop our bombs down in there. So that looks good. You can see it's not going to be a very high base. And what we can actually do from here as well, we don't want too many plates on this just because the cop spit aimed at plates and only ignores sort of the cube blocks. So although that's a bit ugly, That is going to be the front of our base, like that, just to minimize, again, any of the cop spit that comes through. We can build that one up like that. This is going to be our nice, neat little entry. That one. And then we can sort of get up onto here. This is going to be our wall over the top. Okay, so save myself a few blocks here. Don't think we need to fill them right in. How tall is this bit? That is tall there. We don't want to actually, we might fill that in. We don't want to give them any way to accidentally get up to us, because we've forgotten to fill something in, so that's good. Let's just reinforce those then. Level up with 3 skill points to spend. From here, do that one. Should give us the roof. As you can see, it's going to be very, very cramped feeling. We're going to spend most of the night looking down into the pit anyway, so it probably doesn't matter too much how cramped the base feels. Okay, let's do the rest from on top. Put in all that way. We don't want to accidentally fall down into the pit, so let's put it that way. Make a hatch. Just wooden for now. We can worry about reinforcing that later. Oop, made 2 hatches. Perfect. And let's make some spikes. We probably need to start thinking about iron spikes, but for now, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 of those. So that's the main base structure done. What would be great is if I could find a zombie to lure over and test the pathing for us. What I might do is just do everything to cobble. That's part of the pathing, and then, now I don't think we need that, but let's just fill in that wall as well. Again, it just helps with the visibility so that the cops don't see us and try and spit from a long way away, and they can't use it as a shortcut to get to us. Oh, we are out of cobble. There we go. So from here, I've got a mountain lion. I don't really want to test it with a mountain lion. I was hoping that would maybe wake somebody up. But it hasn't. Is everyone going to be over in this field? Any wandering zombies? Again, I just want a zombie that's not too quick. Other option, I guess, is who's home in here? A few somebodies. I don't really want... stuck. There's probably a few more than I wanted. Okay. Let's see if they path for us. Well, they broke something, but they did fall into the pit. I've left them the ladder out so they can get out. they get stuck there like I did. Alright, the breaking sound was thankfully Big Mama trying to get out of there. So that's good. Pathing works. They can't get out of that, obviously, because they're not supposed to climb the ladder. That ladder then won't be there for Horde Night. But I don't think they broke anything there. They didn't break that. So I think we're looking good. So what else do we need to do then? We can put our spikes up on the roof so that we don't forget those. Okay, lots of spikes. We probably need to think about lighting the pit. How are we going to get some light down in there so that we can see what we're doing? So we do need to maybe make a generator bank. These are all the nice to haves. Make a couple of doors. One for each of the entrances. One there. And one there. Again, I'm not expecting them to get a lot of business, so they are pretty weak. But hopefully that'll be enough. We can finish off this to concrete, since we've proved now that the pathing works. Again, I don't want to put any walls in on this side because that might then give them a way up into there for us. Just about out of concrete as well, so maybe we should go a little bit sparingly. But I think that's pretty much it. Just going to need a little bit more soil to finish off that for the concrete. And from there, we're ready to go. With that mostly under control now, let's head back and see Wrecked. We'll hand in the quest, then think about where we can get some soil from. Is this going to be soil in here? Need the wood anyway. Yeah, there's soil. I think the culverts next to the trader often have clay soil in them as well, but this is getting us quite a bit, so I don't think we're going to need heaps after this. Would have been really handy if we'd done this anywhere other than the desert biome and hadn't had all that snow. When we dug the pit, we would have had heaps of clay soil, but them's the breaks.
How about I empty your pockets?
Wonder if I can take that one just to give that little bit of extra explosion resistance, as well as the cold resist so we don't get cold while we're hanging out here. I'm pretty sure I've got some empty slots still in my armor pieces. Now you should be onto tier 2s. The infested is too far away, and the fetch clear I think pays the most, so that is the one that I will take for now.
If you want work from
I'm not sure we're going to have time to do that today, because we've still got a few bits and pieces to finish off. Thankfully we should still have plenty of stone, so we can make lots of cobblestone straight off the bat. Okay, so the next thing we've got to think about is generator bank. I assume that we've got an engine for it, yep. And did we bring the spotlight with us? That's the question. I think we left it in place on the old Horde base, so let's just make that one next. So we'll have to work out where to mount that. Make sure we've got those to take with us. Don't need a recog. We'll take the atom junkies. Take the learning elixir, and that should just be all we need for that. Need a little bit of first aid. Let's take some honey, bandages in case we just need a little bit of help. So that should be all good. And we need the wire tool. Those are ready? Alrighty, let's head back and see if we can get them in place. Okay, let's upgrade these. Make sure that they can always get to us nice and speedy. And let's put that. There's not really any great spaces for it, but let's pop it here. Hopefully it doesn't get damaged there, but we'll find out. I'm going to need some more fuel for that. And the spotlight itself, oh, where's it not going to get hit? If we just put it there, grab a railing. No, we'll use the, what do cops not shoot through? The ladder. Let's put a scaffolding ladder underneath it. That, they won't be able to use that to go anywhere. They can't reach it. And that should stop the cop spit. Let's get some more fuel, which we're starting to run low of now, so we're going to have to do some mining for fuel at some point in the near future. Grab our wiring, and that can go to there. Turn it on, and we can aim it. Down like that. And hopefully that should just give us that little bit of extra light down into the bottom of the pit like that. There we go. Turn you off again. Now I'm a bit nervous, to be honest, about putting a storage shed in here. So we might end up not doing that. We could put the chest maybe for a project for later on. We'll put it down there. For now, we need to kind of finish off our pit in here. Since we haven't done that, we need to get as much of this upgraded as we can. Okay, that's done. Let's head down, clean out the scraps. And then we can pick up our ladder on the way back out. Now what you notice I haven't done is I haven't double lined the interior of the base as I'd meant to. How much do we have left? We've got enough for 22 blocks. Which would be, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might be a double layer. So let's actually, I know we just came straight out of it. Let's head back down. See if we can get at least a double layer down the bottom here. So for these blocks, the goal is we need the plate corner that looks like that. A couple there. And then just some normal plates. And then let's get these done up. Here we go. Very little concrete left, so I think that'll have to do us. It's not the most reinforced structure that I would have liked, but we have to take what we can get in this case. Okay, there we go. As the thunder starts, we're out of the pit. We've got a finished base. We've got lots of gear on us, ready for Horde. We're hungry. Just need to do a little bit of tidy up around here. And then I think we're pretty much good to go. One thing I want to do just before we head back is I think I will block up this path after all. I don't think that'll leave any option for the zombies. If they come through to here, are they going to want to come through there? That's my question. If we make it, just might need to make it nice and tall like that. And that way there's no way for them to get up, and they're going to leave it alone. So I just don't want any chance that they're going to try and come through this other way. And that'll use up the last of our concrete, so that should do us. Since the horde's almost here, we'll just quickly nip on back home. I just want to get a little bit more materials crafting, since we know that tomorrow we're going to need to do some horde base repairs. So we're going to need as much steel and concrete as we can get our hands on. There we go, that's all ready. Alright, there's 9 o'clock, there's our buff. 700 zombies to do tonight. Keeping in mind that's kind of the most zombies that I've done in the best bases that I've been testing all the way through Alpha 21 has been around that sort of 700 to 750 mark. That's been my best bases, so we are maxing out our abilities today. I'm just going to tuck you in by this dumpster. Hopefully the zombies will leave it alone. Terrible parking job, but so be it. So I think we're done there. Let's head up. Turn you on so we don't forget. This is all set up. Nice and lit up. Shut that door. We should be good for horde. Here we go. Did close the hatch for once. That's good. And here come the zombies. Sounds like someone's into the wooden spikes already. Haven't seen any cops yet. Everybody's just fallen in nicely. Another vulture into the spikes. That's 2 down. Do a little tester just to say hello. Here we go. 7 with that one. There's our first rad. No, he didn't make it. They're going to town on those walls, aren't they? We'll do a tripler. Oh. There we go. Didn't get all of them, but our first cop, so I'm just going to step back a little bit. May as well not tempt cop spit while the zombies fill up the area below. You can still see them just sort of running their little heads through there while there's a good stream. Let's pop another 3 down. Another 22,000 XP. Probably should also consider, let's start taking the Atom Junkies and the Learning Elixir. Sounds like someone's fighting a wild animal. Don't stand where they're going to shoot at you. I think I saw bikies and demos down there. So this one, because we've got a demo down there, we kind of want to kill it. We don't want it to... Got a couple of demos, so let's go to... Oh, that's not ideal. So we still get the kills for them on the Horde Night counter, which is a plus. But the downside is the damage they do to the base and the lack of XP that we get. I'm assuming that the pipe bomb that I sent down hit some cop spit and went off or something like that. Or one of the pipe bombs just hit the demo in the chest and I got really unlucky, I'm not sure. few too many piling up there. Don't want them piling up like that. Okay, let's see if we can get some pipe bombs down. There's 5 down there. There we go. 42,000 experience. And it killed the demo. That's what we want. Another vulture down. So this time... 1, 2, 3, 4. Preload the pipe bombs this time. And send that one down. There we go. Let's load up the next lot. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 54,000. 424 kills to go. It's a lot more of a calm Horde Night. Although, in some ways it's a little bit more stressful as well, because you just don't know what the zombies are doing down below. You don't get a good view of them, and you can just sort of hear them go into town, which is always a little bit scary. Let's get that one going. Oh, limbs flying. There we go. I've stopped. 31,000, not as good that time. That could be because they weren't there, or they're off doing naughty things, or we've lost our Atom Junkies as well. So, a few factors at play. Let's try another one. Got the demo. I can see they've carved out that wall on the side. So that's not great, but we're still getting there. 280 to go. Okay, let's load them up. $40,000. Still getting there. Cop explosions. Block damage. I can hear it breaking. Every time you hear a block get destroyed, you know that's just more repairs you're going to have to do in the morning. 3, 4. Another 40,000. Down to 200 zombies left. Definitely think we're going to have to go for iron spikes on the next Horde Night. So many vultures. Or we're going to have to get up there and fight them, which we don't want. Or I guess we could even put a turret on the roof or something like that. That was a good one. 50,000 experience and 40 zombies down. There we go. Still got a spike over in that corner. So we've used up 3 stacks so far. Should do us. How do we go this time? 39,000. 125 to go. 117 to go. Cop took out 8 for us. 7 plus himself. And another one. I hate to think how deep that pit's going to be. Hopefully it's just going to stop at the steel with the extra explosion resistance. We'll keep it there so that we don't have to fill up a gigantic pit. At least the zombie dropper's working perfectly. I can't see many, if any, hits. So I don't think they're attacking that at all. I don't think they're attacking the base, but we'll find out in the morning. Get that going. Oh crap. That's not what we wanted, but it did kill a lot of zombies, so I reckon we got, if not the full 64, we got a lot there. Only 53 left now. It's the 4th stack of pipe bombs gone, so we might get there with within 100 pipe bombs, which is pretty bloody efficient in terms of ammo usage for 700 zombies, all with so far very little risk. Okay, let's keep this on. $36 to go. 30 to go. Just waiting for it to fill up, really. Okay, minus 12 on the count. So that's done them all. It should stop the zombies spawning now. It's just cleanup time. Got a few rads down there, so I'm just going to slowly lob these down. Get really shouldn't be getting too many more coming down. Okay, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Always a bit nervous sticking your head out, but no more vultures. Let's have a quick squizzy up on the roof. Most of the spikes actually survived. I think it was just the ones right around the hatch where we were standing that have died. I'm going to leave that going for a bit just so we've got a bit of extra light. And every now and then you do get a bit of a straggler. Keep an eye out for that. What can we see down here? So they've dug way into that side. And underneath us a little bit, as you can see, destroying the walls doesn't really make too much of a difference. And it looks like it's still concrete floor down there rather than steel, so that's a good sign. What I might do is build a staircase in down over here. I've got my shovel here somewhere. There we go. Not too bad. Judge that about right. Let's just give ourselves a ladder out. Don't want to accidentally get trapped down in here. No, that's right. 1, 2. Yep, there we go. So I've got a fair few loot bags down here. Do I still have that? I do still have the... storage chest here, so I'm just going to put the storage chest... let's just pop it on the wall here. And we can pop in our pipe bombs. So we don't need a few other bits and pieces, just so that we can keep a bit of a better track of what we pick up from the loot wise. We'll pop all that in there and then see what we can get from these loot bags. Okay, we're full up, so let's read the handy land. We've got a Magnum Enforcer. We can make high power 44, armored up. Take that. I think we're almost done on the loot bags. There's a few up here. Another armored up and a Taylor's treasure map, which I can't take with me. So let's just have a quick look at the loot so far. Lots of food, the usual gear, military boots, which aren't better than our stealth boots. We've got a tier 2 steel axe, a tier 2 shovel, iron crossbow bolts, tier 4 steel axe, which isn't too shabby at all. Electrical traps. Handgun magazine, armor pocket mod, some rations, all the usual sorts of bits and pieces. Let's just pop these away then. Give ourselves again a bit of extra space. And then the last few bags. I think that's it. Someone went digging down in there. So we've got a bit of stuff to fill in, but it's not too bad. And if we just put the wall around it, it'll be pretty good. Thankfully, they didn't go down through the concrete and the steel, so we've still got a steel layer underneath that will support us. We've got now a nice quick and easy way down into the pit. We'll cross this off, and because they can't jump up to that, they won't want to see that as a path out because they're lower than it and they won't be able to reach the ladder, so we should be good. I think it did blow out one layer of concrete box on the bottom here. I can't be exactly sure as to whether or not that's 2 or 3 layers deep without trying to remember how tall I made it. That might be something that we have to do. And since I don't have my nail gun on me, it'll be time, I think, to start ferrying things back. I mean, we could start some repairs, but I've got so little concrete mix, it's not really worth it. So I'll leave the pipe bomb ammo there for now. I don't think any more zombies will come down and attack it. We don't need those. Let's leave what we can and take back the rest. So there you go. My 3x3 explosive pit base has been adapted to a 5x5 footprint for the snow biome, and it's worked really, really well, taking care of Day 25's horde with 700 zombies with ease. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like if you did, and consider subscribing if you'd like to keep up to date on the whole series. Thanks to my awesome Patreons for their support. Thanks to you for watching this video, and as always, happy building.